Introduction. Currency wars, a term that might sound peculiar at first, refers to the economic conflict wherein countries competitively devalue their currencies to gain an edge in international trade. Unlike traditional warfare, currency wars are fought through financial policies and monetary maneuvers, but their impacts can be equally profound. By lowering the value of their currencies, nations aim to make their exports cheaper and more attractive on the global market, potentially boosting economic growth and reducing unemployment. However, this tactic can lead to a cascade of competitive devaluations, causing significant instability in global financial systems. Understanding the dynamics and implications of currency wars is essential in today's interconnected economic landscape. This exploration delves into the causes, historical instances, and far-reaching consequences of currency wars, alongside potential strategies for mitigating their adverse effects. Causes of currency wars. Currency wars often arise from the desire of countries to enhance their competitive edge in international trade. One common tactic is to devalue the national currency, making exports cheaper and more appealing to foreign buyers. This strategy can stimulate economic growth, increase employment, and improve the trade balance. However, when one country devalues its currency, other countries might retaliate by devaluing their own currencies to protect their economies from adverse effects. This leads to a vicious cycle of competitive devaluations, creating significant instability in the global financial market. 2. Historical examples of currency wars. One notable example of a currency war is the global financial crisis of 2008. In response to the crisis, major economies such as the United States, China, Japan, and the Eurozone implemented significant quantitative easing measures and reduced interest rates. These actions led to the devaluation of their currencies, intensifying competition in international trade. In the case of Japan, the government launched the Abenomics policy under Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, which consisted of three main pillars: aggressive monetary easing, fiscal stimulus, and structural reforms. A key component of this policy was the massive asset purchases by the Bank of Japan, leading to a sharp devaluation of the Japanese yen. This helped boost Japan's exports, but also triggered responses from other nations. 3. Impacts of currency wars on the global economy. Currency wars can have several negative impacts on the global economy. Firstly, they cause significant fluctuations in exchange rates, increasing risks for exporters and importers. These fluctuations make financial planning and investment more challenging, affecting the stability of businesses and economies. Secondly, currency wars can lead to imported inflation. When a currency depreciates, the cost of imported goods rises, putting upward pressure on domestic prices. This can be particularly problematic for countries heavily reliant on imported raw materials and goods. Thirdly, continuous devaluation of a currency can erode confidence in that currency and the financial system of the country. Investors might withdraw capital from the country, leading to a decline in investment and economic growth. This can also result in an increase in public debt, as governments may need to borrow more to cover budget deficits. 4. Strategies to address currency wars. To address the issue of currency wars, countries need to cooperate closely and maintain transparency in monetary and fiscal policies. International financial institutions such as the International Monetary Fund (IMF) and the World Bank play a crucial role in monitoring and adjusting these policies. One important measure is to establish common rules for managing exchange rates, to prevent countries from intentionally devaluing their currencies to gain a trade advantage. This can include bilateral or multilateral agreements on exchange rate policies. Similar to the Plaza Accord of 1985 among the G5 countries United States, Japan, Germany, France, and the United Kingdom, to adjust the value of the US dollar and other major currencies. v. Promoting stability and sustainable development. Beyond setting common rules, countries should focus on sustainable development and strengthening domestic economic stability. This includes improving economic structures, enhancing production and export capabilities, and maintaining stable fiscal and monetary policies. Investing in technology and innovation also plays a critical role in increasing a country's competitiveness. By improving the quality of products and services, countries can gain a competitive advantage without resorting to currency devaluation. Conclusion: currency wars, though devoid of the physical destruction seen in traditional wars, can lead to severe economic consequences and prolonged instability. To mitigate the negative impacts of currency wars, nations must engage in close cooperation and establish common rules for exchange rate management and monetary policy. Through international collaboration and transparency, the world can achieve stability and sustainable growth in the globalized economy. Continuous efforts to enhance economic structures, foster innovation, and develop sustainably will help nations maintain their competitive edge without the need for currency devaluation, ultimately creating a stable and prosperous economic environment for all.